Hi there, it's Janice Thomson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And I'm just getting myself set up, so if you just bear with me, that would be grand. And if you're watching this on replay, just fast forward past this bit. Oh, it needs me to go in. I'm just trying to get myself on my other device so that I can get the volume off first. Right, and now I need to look for myself. Will I find myself? Sorry, I just amuse myself with that thought every week when I do my live. Although I didn't come live last week, so sorry. Good morning, California. Good morning, Lanny. Thank you. Oh, you're cooking your breakfast for the children. Is it breakfast or is it just brunch? Sunday's a day for merging breakfast and lunch, aren't they? Isn't it? I don't know. Okay, so I was playing with this earlier on. Hey Karen, and you come away, and I would say have a wee seat by my fire, but we've actually got a really nice warm day today here. But if you want to sit by the fire, that's fine. If you want to sit by the aircon, that's fine too. Just find a comfy spot and let's play. My desk is a riot, but that won't surprise you. I've been looking at this new suite, which is an online exclusive. I like, whenever I saw it, it's not available yet to everyone. If you want to have this and you're not already a demonstrator, then you can sign up to my team and put it in your kit, your starter kit. My words are somewhere else, clearly not with me. Yeah, so this suite, let's tidy up a little bit by sort of looking at what's in it. So we've got this beautiful, beautiful gold foiled ribbon. It's like iridescent with gold stripes and gold edge, and it's so pretty and light, and it's lovely. Pretty light and lovely. And these are holographic resin dots, so they're part of this suite too. Then we have these embossing folders, which I have intentions to play with in this live. So we've got Glass and Gardens embossing folder. So I'm guessing that this is supposed to kind of resemble like crystal or something like that. So we'll play with it anyway and see what we think. And a nice floral motif there as well. But I had started a couple of things this morning, and then I realised the sun was out, and so I had to get myself outside in the sun. I don't need them in there, and we'll use them in a little while. But I need to sort of show you what I've been doing already. So there's this beautiful, beautiful designer series paper. It's got some of the new colours in it. It's just simply gorgeous. Oh, I didn't need that here. You're for another day. Okay. So yeah, the paper, I'll let you have another look. You did get a look if you checked my unboxing when I got these. Look at this beautiful floral pattern. And this is the Timid Tiger, I think. And then with our purples, Blackberry Bliss, and yeah, probably Berry Burst, I'm not sure. All these glasses, cocktails. I'm a gin girl, so I just call this my gin and tonic set. So I've already cut into one of the sheets of this paper to do a card I was going to do this morning. I was just playing, and I'll let you see what I was playing with. I've had that out as the other sheet of that. Then you've got that. Look at these Blackberry Bliss flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? Both, if you're not into alcohol and things like that, that's fine. But the patterns on the other sides of these papers have got nothing to do with alcohol. So And there's so many florals in there, so you know that's a set for anyone. But I'm just going to pop these bits away just now. Pop them over. And that way you see we're getting down to what I've been up to-ish. Sometimes I was playing, so on this big sheet where it's got just these squares, sort of rectangles and squares, where it's like a kind of paint wash technique. So so I just had stamped one of the glass shapes, I'll show you the stamps in a minute, onto the one that was here, and then die cut it out because I thought, well, we might use that, so pop that over. I like that side as well. Yeah, mocktails, that's right. It doesn't have to be alcoholic, but fruit and ice, and yeah, it's nice. Fruit and ice are nice. Oh my goodness, I'm full of nonsense. Right, and then I have, last night I took half a sheet of the one with all the tumblers and did a bit of fussy cutting. So I've got some bits and bobs there, which I'm thinking, you know, we'll work on something. Then I stamped the same tumbler, this rounded tumbler. So you see that it's got two tumblers, and then it's got all the bits and bobs that go with cocktails. You know, some green leafings and cherry, olive, could be raspberry, bramble, blackberry. This could be lime, lemon, orange, whatever suits you, strawberry, ice, one of these umbrellas, and there's a thing for it. So I stamped with Stays On jet black ink onto a piece of window sheet. Whoops! And then on the back of it, just use my blend just to put a bit of colour. So as I generally like lime in my gin and tonic, I've just thought, right, okay, we'll just use some blends, alcohol pen, and that will dry on the window sheet. Or any other little piece. You can salvage some from packaging. There you go. I've stamped that, and then I've used a very enthusiastic Wink of Stella and got big blobs. Then I stamped that and then used my Wink of Stella and painted some Granny Apple green ink there. So I've got these bits and bobs. I also did this ice. So the ice you can stamp and die cut, and I die cut, used the window sheet. But then I thought, well, actually I could just take my Stays On ink and let's hope. So we've got all these stamps. We've also got dies which cut out the vegetation. So the vegetation that you put in your cocktails. This also got this die, and I haven't tried that yet. I might try that out. It's more of an embossing die for this tumbler, and I was thinking, well, maybe I could do that with a bit of window sheet. I do have a bit left here. Shall we just try that? How's about we try that? See what happens. This will not go in any direction that I thought it was going to go in. You know how these things go with me. So I was going to also, just while I've got Stays On out, just stamp some ice straight into that tumbler. What do you think? Right, where's the stamp set, Janice? See, we're in a mess already. So we've got lots of bits and pieces going on here. I also want to play with those embossing folders. But the problem is, once you get something new like this and the ideas start coming, they start exploding. And I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. Right, so let's stamp and then die cut. So we need this bigger. Let that relax, because that's just a thin photopolymer stamp. Let it relax and then pick it up with the block, and then it should stay in the shape. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, this is not a piece of window sheet. I do have a whole new pack of window sheet here, but I've been using up some of the surplus sheets that come in your photopolymer stamp sets. If you don't use them for storage, use them up for this. So I'm using this ink to stamp on window sheet because it will dry. It's a solvent ink. So Stampin' Up do both. They do the jet black stays on, and they also do the saddle brown stays on. So I did get them out because I had window sheet out. So I'm just going to just stamp that. Now you have to be careful it doesn't slide. So put it straight down. Hold it still. And then it will stick, so we'll just take it off. But the outline is more or less, I maybe didn't get enough ink on, but there's enough there to see that outline. Oops. And then I'll pop that on there. Now what I did have, before we started, I had some washi tape. Now, we were going to use this to see if we can make a crystal glass, do you think? Let's see what happens. We'll just put a bit of tape over there just to stop them both moving. And I have I'll just chop that up there because it's just going into my mini. Whew. Hi Linda, did I say hello to you when you came in? Sorry if I didn't. We won't know till we try, you're right. Till I try. Right, let's just pop it in here and see what happens, because I did wonder, so, you know. And that's when you get a new set. Do that, do wonder what will happen. Don't worry about that noise, that's just the embossing folder breaking through the acetate. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Any bits of acetate. You can, you know, you can reclaim them from packaging, etc. And then it's environmentally friendly. Do you think it's... We'll see, we'll pop that over just now. You don't go away though, because I'm going to use you in a wee while. Okay. So let's see what happened. Oh, it didn't. Oh. Okay, it hasn't really broken through. Maybe I need to run it backwards and forwards a few times. It certainly has embossed it, but it hasn't broken it right through properly. Let's... Sometimes you can feel when you're in the groove, because I'm groovy. Let's see if I can break it out. Oh, but we'll see. Okay. come back. See if I've got another clear. Right. I treated myself to new clear plates for my big machine, but not yet for the mini. It will. Surely that will be enough this time. Let's see. Yay! So it looks a bit like a crystal tumbler. Okay. Cool, look. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, it's definitely giving it that sort of crystal look. That is fun, really fun. And then you can still, what other colour would you like? A pink or something. Maybe some pink strawberry juice or something. I don't know what I'm reaching. I've just reached something. Oh, berry burst. Something under my desk fell as well. Right, now, this time I am going to colour on this side because I don't want to do it on the rough side. Now let's just... Oh, look what's happening there. It's going through the holes. Hi Cindy, and you come. Oh, you've been to pick up your eggs. Right, so yeah, so I just want you all to know that Cindy's not driving, she's being driven. Just want to point that out, that she's not watching me while she's driving. Okay. Hi Amanda, and you come. Oh well, my fingerprints are on everything. So right, so now I need to just make sure I put things away properly, don't I? And I did notice that I had this die, that I haven't cut that out yet, but we'll leave that there. We'll not lose that, but we'll pop this one away. So we've got an acetate tumbler, and we've got two. So I had kind of this morning was just, oh, I never put that away. Come on. So that's cool. So that's the only one that isn't just an outline die, but that's okay. That's cool. Okay, so we've got all these bits and bobs. So let's sort this card that I had in my head. So I had these layers of Granny Apple Green around. So I was looking at using that paper with all the nice fruit. And my usual style with my layers. And then I've got this piece of white card here. So I think I'm just going to do something along the lines of, could just pop these ones here, couldn't we? We could have, it's all right, isn't it? It's all right. So, and And where's that ice? So I could slide that ice in there. I'm not quite sure how I'm going, or I could also take the ice stamp. Where are you? It's already black lined because I didn't bother cleaning off the stays on. I quite like it being stained in black. Right, so on the back of this tumbler with the black stays on, I won't use the brown because you don't want brown ice. It could be black ice. Let's just pop some ice cubes in there. I don't know where, I think this is the old stays on where I've lost the cover. I've got one where I've got the cover, it keeps it all. But anyway, just to let you see, if you stamp that on your acetate, it just looks like there's ice in there, or you can stamp the ice and you can add it in if you want. How am I going to stick these down? Yeah, have you all got something nice to drink? So here's my idea. I haven't tried it, but let's just put some glue on here. And what have I got that I could put it on with? Should have a brush. I should have all sorts of things in here, but I hadn't really thought about it before. I've got this kind of spatula type thing just to spread it out a bit. Yeah, I want that to go on that way. Let's do this one first, and let's, I won't do all the way up, we'll just do a bit of glue. This glue dries clear. I think it will hold, but what I might probably do is pop a glue dot underneath the my brain can't process. I can't concentrate on doing this and talk at the same time. I'm killing myself here. Yeah, I can pop a glue dot under a bit where it wouldn't be seen. Now, I don't know how that glue will react with the alcohol ink. I just take up most of it off again. Now, where is the other little ice? Where are the little ice? Here they are. So they won't be, will they go right down? Will we poke them down? I meant to put them in before I got this far. There you go. Right, and then I've lost everything. That doesn't surprise you, does it? Where's the wee rosemary sprig that I had? Oh, there. Here it is. So if I pop some glue in the back of that. Yeah, have you all got something nice to drink while you're watching all this? Something fruity and fresh. Yeah, I did that on, yes, we could have done it on the base layer too. So lots of options, lots of options. And because I've made this lime already, as I say, I stamped it and I coloured it in with Wink of Stella and ink. A lavender coffee. I hear people talk about that. I'm not sure if I would like that or not. I love that you guys, your ninja mode, because sometimes they watch when they're working. Oh, shock, horror. It's a nice touch on the card that you've got shiny glass. Now you can see the glue at the moment, but I'm pretty sure that that will dry clear and it just won't be noticeable. But it's just texture of the liquid in the glass. I'm loving this crystal tumbler though, that really works well. You can, I am suggesting window, oh look at how rich that background is. I am suggesting window sheet to everyone. However, I use this kind of waste acetate sheet that comes with your stamps, your photopolymer stamps. I use that. Now I need to put, I want to put sentiment. Let's put the cheers up here. Oh, and I've got a wee smudgy bit. Oh, for goodness sake, Janice. Cheers. But window sheet, I had them out ready, but then I still had a bit of that left, so I'll just use that. Any acetate, you could reclaim it from packaging or anything. Just cheers. Cheers, my dears. Well, I guess that will be an embellishment opportunity there. I like a bit of vanilla in my coffee, but I've never had lavender or vanilla lavender. I'm not sure. I can't stand it to be my coffee to be sweet. That's the problem. It is a fabulous sweet. It's so much fun, but like we've just discussed earlier, you know, mocktails, it doesn't have to be alcoholic, but on the other side of the designer series paper, it's all beautiful patterns. How lovely does that look? I'm not going to put it up or anything, just I'm glad I could tip you over, Darla. Just not over the edge. Don't ask me the size of these layers, because the Granny Apple Green layer, it was bits of card that were just lying in my box at the side of me where I keep all my scrap. I'll put that one on with a wee dimensional. Gosh, the time's going in so quickly. Just getting going. I think I'll pop two on here. If I'll squeeze, can I? Oh, I didn't want the third one. Can I squeeze a second one on? Yes, I can. Now, where did I put the... Here they are. So we have these beautiful holographic resin dots. And one of them's trying to escape out of the packet. Look at that. What do they think they're doing? Ooh, they've been having a bit of a carry on, haven't they? Okay, so where is my take a picture? Here it goes. that one doesn't want, there's one in, look, there's one in here as well. Come out. That doesn't want to come off, I'll have to deal with that later. Right, okay. Just take a medium one here and it's going to have to go there. And so, they sort of look like bubbles, don't they? Aren't they pretty? Look how that catches the light. That is gorgeous. Let's have a huge big one up there and we'll just leave it at that, will we? So we've got quite a lot of shine going on in this card. So we've got Wink of Stella, we've got acetate, we've got far too much Wink of Stella there, but that's okay. And then our, what are they called? Can anyone remember? Because I can't. Holographic resin dots. I may just pick up the light. I've not got a clue if that's going to come off. Has it still got sticky? It's stuck to my nail. Oh, come on, play. Cool. Oh, for goodness sake, I don't know where it is. Right, it's over, that's over there. I'm not going to fight with that just now. So there. So we've made a card. So there you go with what I had. And then, like I say, I did a bit of fussy cutting last night. So there is an idea. So I'm actually casing Stampin' Up, I think, with the card I'm about to make. So I'm going to make another card and then I'm going to play with, I'm going to get messy. But I wanted to make a card first. I have my, where is it? Oh, goodness sake. Is it here? I had a white card earlier on. What's... Somebody's playing with me today. Don't play with my head. Right, here we go. So, I'm just basically casing something I saw. I can't share it with you just now. I'm going to do a slimline card. So I want, this is 21 centimetres that way. So what I want to do is make a square. Of course I've not cleaned any stamps or anything, have we? So basically what I'm doing is making a mess. So that I want to cut a square. This is what I do when I'm doing this. Will fit, this card will fit in a DL envelope in the UK, and if you do the same in the US, you would be able to make it to be in, is it a legal envelope? But I forgot to score it, how silly. Basically I've made a square and that is, you know, matches the width of my card, and that's my card. I use my bone folder and we have this card. So again, I am casing the Stampin' Up kind of, which paper? Yeah. So with this paper, so they cut a strip, not these, but this side. So I want a strip that will fit right along. Hey Pauline, in you come. Grab a mocktail or a cocktail from the table. So we'll just go with the width that we've kind of got here. So do you know what? To make this more usable, the rest of the sheet more usable in the future, no idea how wide it is. I'm just going to cut that bit off. So all that will still be usable for other things. And I just want a bit of this, so it's 5.5 centimetres wide, and I want it to be 21. Yep. The same length as my card. Where's my wee basket? So I've got all my wee die cuts in here. So I think Stampin' Up made a narrower card, but I'm just going with this. So we'll just pop this. So I'm just going to set up the bar basically. I pop this glue, that's the word, on my card. So this is a quick and easy card really if you've already done the fussy cutting. So the paper is fun to fussy cut from. However, you could die cut all these because the die does fit. But frankly, my dear, I like to fussy cut when I'm watching TV, and that's what I did last night. I watched the film last night, was on TV, as where the crawdads sing. I watched some of it, but I've watched it before though, and I've read the book. So I just, basically, to use up all these wonderful die cuts, let's set up the bar. Set them up. Set them up, set them up, set them up. Woohoo! Now see, that one could be on the edge because it was from the edge of the paper. So I'm just going to stick them down. What do you think? Good idea? Poor idea? These are just bits of, but I've not thrown them out because you never know. I don't know what I'm doing, do you? I have no idea, I'm just making it up now. So I was thinking that maybe then I would come in and put these ones in between. That'll work, won't it? Oh, I wanted this one in. That one more to the outside edge. Right, let's go with something like that, and we'll just pop these extra ones, will all go on another card, I'm thinking. So there, even if you just buy the designer series paper, you know, maybe you don't have the budget for the whole lot. If you just buy the paper, you're going to still be able to have a bit of fun. Right, so let's just... And I think I'll put the ones at the front on with dimensionals, do you think? as I say, I had these two cards in my head, and then I want to just do a bit of play, which will probably then get used in another. Yeah, scrapbooking this would work really great. It would be good to actually scrapbook maybe a girl's day out or something like that. So I've just popped them all down in between there, and of course I've mixed up the ones I want to add. Right, dimensionals I said, didn't I? Here they are. Yeah, these would work fab on a scrapbook page, yeah. Girly day out. A lot of, in the UK, a lot of, I don't know what you guys call a hen do. When the bride goes out with all her friends before she gets married. I don't know what you call that. In America, Canada, we call it hen do. And a lot of, quite often they go to somewhere where they can mix cocktails and mocktails, and as part of the activities that the girls do when they go away on hen weekends or things like that. There was none of that in my day. Right, let's see what happens. Oh, you call it a bachelorette party. That sounds quite posh, but yeah, yeah. Thanks, Amanda. I'm getting dimensionals. They're sticking to my fingers for some. I'm just making this up. So you could make it much more unruly and have the glasses falling off. This is just a fun set. I think it's going to be actually be quite good to use it with some friends and have some cocktails and mocktails while you're crafting. You know, craft and sip. That's quite fragile, that lavender. I think that is lavender gin to me. But you can call it what you like. That's just fun. Right, and it's not got a sentiment, so where did this, who stole the stamp set? Where has it gone? Here it is. So what other sentiments? We've got cheers. Cheers to you, cheers to us. It's your day, let's celebrate. Okay, so where has she put the cheers? Here it is. I say cheers, my dears. Oh, that's your wee puppy, isn't it, Pauline? You're getting a bit more free time now. Right, so we just want cheers to you, cheers to us. Just cheers at the moment, but if I wanted, I can add another bit later. I'm going to put the cheers in there. Where is the stamp? right here. Just happen to have Secret C here, so. You're adding it to cart, right? Okay, cool. That's all right. Oh. How fab is that? So we've got 2 cards. I don't know if we'll get any more cards. I just want to play now with these embossing folders and do some inkiness. So let's have a bit of a... I need to cut these, I think, because I want to use... There needs to be... So why don't I just get... I need to cut a couple to be the width of... Where's the embossing folders gone? Come here. Come here to me. So I don't think that... See, they won't fit through there, so I need to cut a wee bit off them. Let's just... Probably just a couple at the moment. I'm going to cut these to 3 inches. Just because I want to have a bit of a play here. Okay, so first of all, do the quick and simple as pop this through. Just plain. Seem to have glue on that, but not to worry, we're just playing at the moment. And then I think I just need this white one and this one, I'm not sure. We'll find out if I'm right or wrong. Oh, I needed more than that. That was no use. Okay, so we'll put that one and that one and that one maybe. Nope, I've not checked this up. Right, Janice, go and get your other plate. Standard embossing folder, Janice. You just need the white plate and the number 3 plate in your mini machine. I'm not one for reading instructions, folks. I believe you're talking about Pauline's puppy in Scotland. Breed is bred. Hey Shirley. Oh, you're having your dinner while listening to me. That's exciting. Look at that beautiful folder. Look at that. Pretty, pretty flowers. And the other one, where is the other one? I sure could do with a bit of a helping hand in here. Don't go away, you're going to be used again in a minute. Right, we'll pop. It's just to see, so we can just see the basics of what they do. And I just decided, because these folders fit through the mini machine, or they're supposed to, it did a minute ago. A wee West Highland Terrier, a wee Scottish dog. you've got there. Okay, and then this is the one, the glass, the crystal effect. That's lovely too, isn't it? So you could cut your glass out and then just pop it. You could cut it from here. So that's cool. Now that's it. I'm done with being cool and clean. So now I want to put some ink on here. You knew it was going to get dirty pretty soon. You knew it wouldn't stay clean, didn't you? So I am going to ink up this folder. I'm trying to decide what colour will I use. If it's going to be a bit of a background to something, I don't know. I've got this Granny Apple Green here. So I don't know which side I prefer, so I'm just going to ink up both sides and then I can decide what side I like. I just get frustrated with myself here because it makes so much mess. Whenever I saw these folders, I knew I wanted to get messy with them. So here, this is how we'll end this video. We'll do it in a mess. And I'm going to show you something else you can do with them. The embossing folders are called, I don't know where the packet went, I had it here. Here it is, here's the floral and glass, yeah, glass and gardens embossing folders, that's what it is. So you can use either side. They're actually both okay, aren't they? I like them both. And then I wanted to play at something else. What else have I got? Another one. Where are those layers gone? I need to cut just to do the same with the floral folder, and then I'm going to show you something else. I want to get rid of that. To get rid of the machine, but we'll put, I've got ink on my thumb now, of course. Right, so where's the floral folder? Oh, here it is. Right, we'll ink it up as well to see which side. I did have, I've got strawberry slush here as well, we could use that. You were close, Karen. I've got ink everywhere now, look at me. Throw me out, throw me out. This is just play to see what happens. Isn't this a lovely colour, this strawberry slush? Right, so that I'm going to put on that side, but of course I've got green on that side anyway. Right, fold that, hold it still, Janice. Wipe the ink off there. And I need... You like me playing, I know. I make the mess so you don't have to. Is that what it's about? When I was a childminder, or daycare provider as you call it in the States, I had quite a lot of parents say, we send them to you to make the mess so that they don't make a mess in our house. I love messy play with children. It is the best because children have no hang-ups about mess. Right, machine out of the way. A few minutes left. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, so just before I'm getting a mess, there we have the originals without any ink, and they're pretty. Yeah, you're right, Shirley. I like to watch other people too. So, and there we have, I kind of like that one. That sort of has a kind of Wedgwoody look about it. And then not that side, not so much. But if it was just a background for something, it's cool, isn't it? Right, what are we? Oh, we've got about 8 minutes left now. Could you just... No, I'm just going to continue to make a mess. I was going to say talk amongst yourself and I might go and wash them, but do you know what? I'll just use the same colours. So I've got this idea now. I did play a wee bit last night and had a go. Now, have you ever thought of washing your hands, Janice? Only 4 of them here, right. Have you ever thought of stamping with an embossing folder without putting it through a machine? So we'll just, these are messy bits of card that may or may not get used for something, but hey, just stick with me. I'm trying to put these ones that were pure white out the way so that I don't. So again, I'm going to ink this up. And then hi Kim, on you come. So we can now use this as a stamp. Mind you, my fingers can be used as a stamp as well. So let's see what happens. Has anyone else used an embossing folder as a stamp before? Look. What do you think? That's one side. I'm going to close that ink because it's on my wee basket that I made myself. And then this side. Now I think they'll make good backgrounds. So this needs to go and get washed, but just wash under a cold tap and that will all be gone. Let's find the other one. These will get used as backgrounds on another video, I think. So that's those two, and then let's just get 2 pieces of card ready for this. And strawberry slush. Let's make a big mess before we leave. 5 minutes before JazzleDazzleCrafts. Let's just quickly make more mess. So I'm just using my pattern. These are really juicy because it's a nice new ink pad. I'm just, probably could have done one side at a time, but it's Janice. This Janice you're watching. Okay, lovely. Isn't that cool? And then this one. Ah, made it slip, but that's okay. I got away with it. But again, I could trim that and then all these wee bits, but we can use them. So let's just quickly tidy up and let you see what we've done in an hour, apart from the big mess we've made. We've made 2 cards. That's from cutting out the designer series paper, and this is from cutting out on window sheet or any acetate that you want. And we've got some designer series paper. We use Stays On ink to stamp on the acetate. Look at my hands, lovely, aren't they? And then we have all these that we made. Yeah, I could have used the roller, but I had inked up both sides at one time, and yeah, that wasn't very clever. So firstly, we've got this, the white one with no ink. Again, you can then go in and play with your ink. You can then go in and you could just take your ink pad over the top. Very gently, just see. You could do the same here, which is the one with the sticky up, but that one. So there's so much play in an embossing folder. Again, see, if you do that side with your pad. So that was the ones that were white, and I've now unwhited them. They're not white now. And then these are ones that we put the ink into the embossing, on the embossing folder, and ink both sides so we could decide what side we like best. And then we stamped with the embossing folders. And then, oh yeah, that's that one where we inked up the embossing folder. Sorry, I did forget to show you that. And this is when we stamped with both sides. So that's loads to play with on another project. Loads. Which one? I like that. I think that's the one I like. But there's loads. So let me know what you think. That's that. It's 7 o'clock. The guys should be on. JazzleDazzleCraft should have some great ideas. Oh, stop talking to me like that, camera. I don't want to turn it. Right, let's turn it round. Yeah, so thanks very much for keeping me company while I play. Honestly, it's the quickest hour in a week. It just goes in so fast when you guys are here with me. Yeah. The embossing folders, Kim, are these ones. Glass and Gardens embossing folders. It's the Celebratory Sips online exclusive, which will be available to everyone beginning of May. I think it's the 6th of May. But if you want it, sign up to my team now and you can pop the whole suite in your starter kit. Give me a call or a message and I'll talk about it with you. Okay, bye everyone. See y'all soon. I don't know how to get out of here. Where's the door? Oh, do you know what? I was going to just let you have a last wee. Bye, everyone.